Okay, so I'm doing a video real quick. I was looking at a couple of videos. I'm sitting here at a little park section. I'm getting ready to go to the library and follow up with things I need to follow up that are very important right now, like having a place to live as a teacher and all that and everything. But I just saw a couple of videos from a teacher, so I wanted to get on real quick and do this. And so they're talking about teaching and all that. I was laughing at one of them because she was cracking. Like she was preaching, like, so many problems that teachers have in the classroom, and then the other one was counterattacking that, in a sense, and saying that, it's not, we don't complain about, because you're grateful that you have a job and all that, and I am so grateful that I have a job. Don't get me wrong, I'm so thankful, and I'm blessed, and really the situation I'm in right now, for the most part, is like 90% wonderful. I love it. My students, I love them so much. I just love these kids. I want to move up with them in third grade if I pray to God, and God wants me to do that, and it works out and all that, and they allow me to do that. If God, if I don't leave and go back to Texas or whatever, like what, because I'm with my church and all that. So, but I love them so much. And I love my job. But the point I'm trying to say is that the situation that I was in prior to being here compared to this is like night and day. It's like, but I sympathize with other teachers that are going through situations in which it's difficult, because it is a very demanding job. Like I get up every single morning. I'm still very dedicated. When I have consistent income in a car. I'm having some personal problems right now, but when I do have that, I'm up every single morning. I'm very dedicated. I'm still one of the first ones there usually every single morning, with the exception of a couple of other dedicated teachers that are there first, because I like everything to be perfect. I don't like to come in and just be, some teachers that come in, and that's their choice if you can do it that way. Some people, that's your personality. I have to have everything perfect. For most, in the normal days for me, everything has to be, all the stuff has to be on the desk for the kids, pencils have to be sharpened, papers have to be on the desk, everything has to be smooth. I have to have everything written out, what I'm going to do for the day, or all my papers, all my material. Like I have to have everything set up, and for in a normal circumstance, unless something happened, I had no choice. Like I didn't have a car or something, or I didn't have a place to live or something. But in normal circumstances, that's what it is. But I've been in situations where it has been difficult. You have a very difficult class sometimes, for example. You can still do it with administrative support and everything. And I thank God that I have a principal that's very, very supportive. Thank you, Jesus, for that. But it's just that if you don't have the support that you need, it can be like very, very, very difficult, and very, like one of the ones was saying, like hard to go to work every single day. You don't have nothing to look forward to. And when you're a teacher, you have to have that passion and that desire to be there, because it's so demanding and it takes so much out of you, because it's a very demanding physically, emotionally. It takes a lot of you, because you're just like a preacher. They preach on Sunday, but you have like 5 sermons a day, so to speak, from Monday through Friday, and you have to plan all the material that goes along with it, do the copies and the meetings and the parents and all the other things that go along with that and everything, and the planning and lesson plan. I mean, just especially if you want to do a really good job. If you want to get up there and just do whatever you want to do, then it's okay. But if you really want to be excellent, it takes planning, and it takes time, and it takes discipline, and it takes focus, and it takes sacrifice. That's something you can just work together. You get better when you get older, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, you get more wise and more knowledgeable of the field. You don't have to be there as much, you know what I'm saying? Because I really don't stay that late most nights, you know what I'm saying? This new district that I've been in, I've been staying a little bit later, just because I'm still acclimating myself to everything I need to know, all the technology and all the resources and everything in the classroom. I start off in the middle of the year, and I'm still getting to know the kids and everything. But I don't really stay that late. I really, leave at a reasonable hour, because I'm a little bit older. When I first graduated from college, I was, my curriculum and all that, it was my business and all that, I was a researcher in most effective strategies, use my stories, my songs, lesson plans, skits, stories, and everything. So what I'm trying to say is that, but if I sympathize with other teachers that are in a difficult situation, especially like kids that I work with little ones, but like high school and middle school ones, that work with more challenging situations, but the situation I was in before this, that was really, really, compared to this, is like night and day. I'm still having some little bit of difficulties, but it's not anything that I can't handle at this point. So I'm just loving it so far. Just to sum it up, I'm just loving it for the most part. The little difficulties that I'm having, they're going to be okay, I believe. I'll work it out. But other than that, I'm loving it. But I do sympathize with other teachers. But I do get it from a Christian perspective. And I tried it, and that's what I did in my situation I was in before. Like, even no matter how hard the days got, and some days got really, really hard, at the end of the day, I always had a smile on my face. I always came home and laughed, joked, talked to a friend, called somebody in my family, sat there and have a little drink, whatever, read my Bible, watch a little show, whatever I need to do to re-stress. And at the end of the day, I was happy, you know what I'm saying? Because I look at it from a Christian perspective, and I knew that God was going to work that out, even though in the midst of it being a very difficult situation. The Bible talks about how you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. So you come out without the smell of smoke on you. And that's exactly what happened to me in this situation, because when I was going through it, it was difficult, but I ended up getting, it worked out for my good this summer. I got a $10,000 settlement from that and everything, and and I was able to leave behind some documentation to make sure my students were still covered and they were okay after I left, and and all that, and it was ended on a positive note, and I'm moving forward and all that everything. So what I'm trying to say is that I look at it from a Christian perspective, but I definitely sympathize with other teachers that are not going through what I went through at that time. But I always say that God will work it out if you put it in His hands and trust Him, and that prayer changes things. And it changed it for me, because I'm much better off as far as the situation. Now I'm going through stuff Like the fact I gotta have a place to stay and all that and everything. That's the residue of that is hanging over. I'm assuming. I don't know, but summing up is something God's gonna work this out like He always does. Cause I'm a prayer warrior. I believe in the power of prayer, and I know He can do anything but fail. Power life is in your tongue. You shake the fruit thereof. So prophesied and speaking the way you want your wife to go, and God and the angels and the ministering spirits, and God will send His angels, people that don't even know they're being used by God, just answer your prayers. So I know that even right now, this is going to work out as far as my little housing situation and all that. Get my tax refund in a few weeks, and then also get paid in 2 weeks and all that. So it's a temporary situation I'm in right now, trying to find a place to stay. I'm living with family right now temporarily, while I figure out what I'm going to do. I know God's going to work it out. So to other cheaters, be encouraged. Pray to Jesus. He can work these things out. Trust Him that while you're going through the fire, He will be there with you, and then He'll get you through, and you won't have a smell of smoke on you. So I have faith and focus on the positive things. The fact that some people don't even have a job. We get breaks. I'm on a break this week. That's what I used to try to do. I used to try to focus on because I looked at some videos I saw myself the other day, and I was a Saturday, and I was able to go shopping. You know what I'm saying? And just go do what I wanted to do on Saturday. I don't have any kids or whatever, but so yeah. And I was able to go to church and sing in the choir on Sunday and all that everything. That job afforded me to be able to afford that, have my car and all that to do that and everything. So that's a blessing. We get summers off. So the positive things about it instead of focusing on the negative. But sometimes you got to go there. So I was laughing. I was telling that one that I was like, preach sister. I agree with you about most of that stuff you were saying. So anyway, have a great day.